So what's up YouTube? I hope all are fine. Let's start this video. Okay, so in this tutorial in this video I'll teach you about what is the meaning of ln. So ln is basically like link between the two files, file 1 and file 2. So let me give an example. So if there is a file 1 and if there is a file 2, if you do any modification to the file 1, then you don't need to worry about the file 2, it's automatically modified. That is what the link between the two files. Okay, so let me say one more thing, that in this particular ln command there is two types of there is a two types, that is symbolic and hard link, or soft link or hard link. Symbolic or hard link, both the names are same, because for symbolic and hard link, the both are same. Okay, so we use s for doing any symbolic links, and nothing for hard link, because we are not specifying any argument for doing hard link. That is why we are not saying like only hard link, and this is for what we are saying two things: the symbolic link and the soft link. Okay, so what is the difference between these two links? Okay, so the difference between is that a symbolic link or a soft link is actually a link to original file. So it is actually linked to original file. So you're linking this file to this file. Okay, this is a file 1 and this is a file 2. We are linking to original file. But when it comes to hard link, it is actually a mirror copy of the original file. It is just a copy of a original file. Okay, so that is what the difference between a soft link and a hard link. Okay, let's start by doing what hard link. Okay, now I have created a directory called important, so that I don't need to mess up with these many files. Okay, it will be so complicated to search and all. So let's go inside the folder that will be important. I have already created two files, that are file1 txt and file2 txt. Let's create hard link using file1.txt. Okay, so as I told you before, a hard link will copy the same file. I mean, it is the mirror of the original file. So file1.txt will be the mirror, and the new file which is giving, that is will be the mirror of the file1.txt. ls.l. So see, it has created a same mirror of that particular file. How do you know this? It has created a mirror of something like that, because the content inside the file 1 will be mirrored, like will be copied to file3.txt. That is what the use of hard link. Okay, now let's play with the soft links. So like let me show an example, because hard link is totally difficult to understand, because there is nothing changing. There's some file is copying to something. Let me show an example. Let me delete this thing. Let me redo the hard link. So what I do, I'll go inside file1.txt. okay, so what I do, I'll just add some content. That is not a content, sorry. It's just think about a content. Okay, now what I do, I'll create a hard link with the use of first file, and as it says, I'm doing a mirror. Yeah, so now there is a file called file3.txt, and if I cat file3.txt, the content is already present. It's like a copying something, but it will be a hard link. Okay, now let me play with the soft link. So in the soft link, we specify -s as an argument. Okay, so now what we need to specify is that we need to specify let me do some more. Let me add some content in file2.txt, so that you'll come to know what exactly this soft link is doing. Okay, let me add this is soft link, see the magic. Okay, I'll just exit. Okay, now you can see the content of file2, that is, this is soft link, see the magic. Now what I do, using this file2.txt, I will create a soft link to 4.txt. Okay, now if I do ls, it's saying 4.txt is pointing to file2.txt. Okay, now let's do file4.txt. So we saw that file2.txt has the same content that file4.txt has. So that is what the use of softlink. But there is one more magic thing that I will show you. Let me do some changes in the file2.txt. Let me do some changes. Let me add. So this is the new update. Let me do and let me save it. Okay. Now what I do, I'll do cat file4.txt. Like what is the magic it is doing is that whatever modification I do for the file2.txt will automatically modify the file4.txt. Let me press enter. See, this is the new file. The thing is, in the soft link, whatever the modification I do for the file that which is linked to another file, whatever the modification I do, automatically it will be modified to the linked file. That is what the difference between hard link and the soft link. Okay, so let's move further. Okay, now I showed how to create the links between two files. Let's say you need to create link between multiple files. What do you do? So the first thing what you do is that just specify the file names. Okay, now I have messed up with these files. Let me create some more other files so that you don't get confused. File.txt and file6.txt file7.txt. okay, now what I do, I use ln, then I'll specify file5.txt, file6.txt and file7.txt. So it will create a hard link between these three files. That will be multiple files. Okay, if I press implemented directory, sorry. Okay. The thing is, while creating hard link, while creating multiple hard link, first you need to specify the source. So let me take file1.txt as a source and file6 and file7 as the link 1 and linked. Okay, if I press enter, not a directory. Like it is how it is working. Like it is how it is done, because so we need to specify the what this will be the source file, and this will be the first file which has been linked, and this will be the second file which has been linked, that is hard link. So what and all the content which is present in the file 1 will be copied to file 6 and file 7. Okay, that is what the use of multiple links, creating multiple links. Okay, let's jump on to the other thing, because I have fault in doing this thing, because we are not getting the exact output. Okay, the next thing is that using f. So what is this -f is doing? So it is basically forcing the creation of the link. It is basically forcing something that should happen. It is basically forcing to create a particular link. That's all. So if that file already exists, it will force that file to create it. That's all. Let me give an example. ls. If I do ls ln f, as I told you before, we have already created hard link between file 1 and file 3. Let's say I need to create hard link between file 1 and file 5. So it is saying that even if the target file already exists, it's nothing but file.txt. Let me do like this. So as I showed you before, in the hard link we can't specify the file name in the second part, which is already been present. Now we are using -f, so we are forcing it to do hard link the file which is already exist. Okay, so in the first I showed that file 3 does not exist, and we are creating it with a new, like we are specifying it here and we are creating it new and we are doing it hard link. Now what we are doing, we are forcing that create a hard link between file 1 and file 1 and file 5. The file 5 is already been created. Okay, the file is already been created. That is what the use of -f. Okay, let's move to the next one. That will be relative. That will be let's clear this up. Okay, so the next argument we are using is that okay, so this is nothing but when we are creating relative symbolic links, relative symbolic links to the target file instead of absolute one by using like har and one by using yes, like it's like we are creating a relative symbolic links. Okay, so let me show an example that like this might help you when we are creating a symbolic link that should be a portable. Okay, when that should be portable, so we are using this particular relative symbolic links. Okay, so when we are creating a relative symbolic links, so S is basically symbolic link, R is basically relative, and we are creating a relative link between file 2.txt and file let me take file 6.txt. We are creating a relative symbolic links, that's all, between these two files. Okay, the next argument will be using -l. Okay, -l. So it is nothing but this will show the details like the link count and the inode number. Okay, let me link name, that will be file1 or file2.txt. okay, let me try other one. Invalid, it's saying invalid. So like using this -l will specify the what link count and inode numbers. That is what the use of -l. Okay, now the last part is that let's say you need to create a link between two directories. You need to create a link between two directories. Okay, so let's remove everything since we are done with everything. Okay, let's create a two directories. That will be directory 1 and directory 2. Okay, now I need to create a what link between the hard link between these two folders. What I do, I use -d command, and I specify a directory 1 and I specify a directory 2. Okay, these will fail to create a hard link because operation. Okay, so if you are creating a link between two directory files, you need to use what root permission. Fail to create hard link directory 1 to directory 2 operation not permitted. Let's do it again. Directory 1 and directory 2. Okay, so it is nothing but like because since directory -d does not support in the new versions, so it might lead to complex and unexpected behaviors because it does not support in every what terminals. This is Pareto, is it might support in any other operating system. Okay, so you can actually use this -d. Okay, let we try using subdirectories. Okay, what I do cd, then dir1, then I'll create another what subdirectory that will be called file. Okay, now I come back. Now I go inside directory 2, then I create another file 2 as a directory. Okay, so what I do, I need to come back. Okay, what I do handling between directory 1 slash files and directory 2 slash files. Okay, fail to create it because it does not support. So it is not supporting because of version control, I guess. Maybe, yeah, because of version control. So the other arguments that I can use, you can also try using -d command in your whatever the operating system you're using. I'm saying about Linux, not about Windows. Okay. The next argument will be using help command. That will actually show you what and all the arguments that can be used with this ln. And the last argument that I'm showing is that version. So basically, while you're using any other commands, all the commands which you're using, it has some type of versions and who are the persons who wrote the code for that particular command. So that is all up, guys, and there is many what commands to learn, and check my other videos, and thank you for watching. Thank you.